Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's been such a long time, you guys. It's been such a long time. So for today's video, we are going to be doing this amazing, beautiful smoky eye with some black glitter and a little bit of a gunmetal glitter mixed in there. So before we get into this video, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And follow me on all of my other social media platforms. That way you guys stay updated with me on looks and all that good stuff. So we're gonna get to this. So I'm taking off my glasses. If you guys know, I'm blind as ever. I don't even have contacts on. I don't know how the heck I found this. So I'm going in with my Pixi Beauty Vitamin C cleanser. I actually got this in PR. Thank you so much, Pixi. Like, I love Pixi Beauty's skincare line. Oh my gosh, you guys, amazing. So I'm just using that, and as you guys see, my face was just nasty. Then I am taking the ABH Dewy Set setting spray. I actually like this before like I do like foundation or anything like that, or just to help give that natural glow to my skin. So I'll go ahead and apply that. And then as you guys see here, I am using my Pixi Beauty Vitamin C moisturizer, and this stuff is super good. Very hydrating to the skin, very lightweight, not heavy at all, but it does still keep that moisture in. So I cleaned off my brows a little bit off camera, and I am going in with the ABH what is this called? The ABH Dual Brow Powder in the shade medium brown. And what I did first was I actually used the ABH wax, the little pencil wax, and I put that underneath the brow area. That way the powder can adhere to it a lot better. So I'm just pretty much stamping it, filling in the brow, all that good stuff. You guys know I take forever for my brows, so I'm not gonna sit here and drag it out and, you know, do the whole brow thing. You guys have seen me do my brows numerous times. So yeah, pretty much doing brows here. Okay, so I had a little dancing moment, but now we're gonna go ahead and take the Plouise base in this shade 2. You guys know I love my Plouise base. I love this thing. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna prep my base before we do shadow. And I think I'm just looking for a pencil. Yeah, I said pencil. What the heck am I talking about? A brush. So I took my crayoncase brush here and went ahead and applied that on, and I always pat into place, and then I buff out the edges with a more fluffier brush so that the edges are a lot more seamless, and that way when the base dries down, I don't have like this weird looking cast and whatnot. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then we're going with shadow. So for today's look, I'm using the juviasplace, the Warrior 2 palette. I haven't like really used this palette. I've used like a couple shades from the palette, but I never really like actually used the palette for an eye look. So I decided to just grab it and create something with it. So the first shade I'm gonna take is that orange shade, and I'm gonna try my hardest to keep the shadows in more of a rounded shape. I have more of almond eyes, so a lot of the times I drag my shadows outwards, and when it comes to doing like that rounded shape, it gets a little difficult just because I have almond eyes, so it's like it's a little hard, but you know, I make it work as much as I can. So I'm just patting that shade onto the, not the crease, it's like more a little bit above the crease, like that transition area. And I just packed it on to like at the intensity that I want it. And then now I'm gonna take that, it's kind of like a reddish brownish shade. So I'm taking that shade and I'm putting this directly into the crease, and I think this brush that I'm using is a Sigma brush, and then the brush that I used before was a Morphe brush. I don't remember. I'll have a link down below because I know you guys are always asking me like what brushes I use and all that good stuff. Majority of them are Morphe, just so you guys know. Majority of them are Morphe. So yeah, I'm just pretty much taking that shade and doing the same thing. I'm making that rounded shape, and then off camera, because you should already know how I am. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my makeup, so I like for everything to be blended. So I just went back and forth, blending the shades together, making sure that intensity in each shadow was exactly how I wanted to be. So what I'm going to do now with that black shadow is I'm going to put that all over the lid, and I'm going to bring it slightly into the crease as well. Now this is going to be the base for the glitter. I could have went in with my plouise black base, but I couldn't find it, so I just went ahead and did a black shadow, which I'm super happy with. So just doing that, I'm packing it. This black shadow, you guys, is legit hella pigmented. So right here I'm showing you guys the glitters. The glitters that I use are from flutteredbyro. You can find them on Instagram, and I'll link their info down below in the description bar. I absolutely love their glitters. They are super affordable. That's for one. I love an affordable glitter, you guys. Super affordable, and they're like the right texture, like the right type of glitter. They're not too big, but they're not too fine, and then like they're not like all chunky. Like I have some glitters that they're just like super chunky, or like they're chunky and fine, if you know what I mean. But I don't know, their glitters are just like my absolute fave type of glitters. So what I did was I mixed the two glitters together. So there was a black glitter, and then the other one was kind of like a gunmetal. So I wanted to bring a little bit of that gunmetal into that black, even though it did have a couple bits and pieces of silver reflex into the black glitter. I wanted to add a little bit more, so I added that gunmetal shade. So I just mixed them both together, and I used the NYX glitter, not the glitter, pigment glue, I think that's what it's called. I used that, or the glitter glue, whatever it was. I used that with my finger, and then I applied it with my finger. And then I went back in with that reddish brown shade and the black shade just to apply it into the crease a little bit better. So everything looked a lot more blended and meshed together. So I'm priming my skin right now, and I'm using the e.l.f. putty primer. Love this stuff for the pores. It's absolutely amazing. And then I'm using the milk makeup primer. This is the Hydro Grip primer. This stuff is bomb, you guys. When I mean your foundation sticks, baby, your foundation sticks, and it does not move. It doesn't go anywhere. Can't wait to run out of this one so I can buy the full size. And then what I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna color correct. So I'm taking the Crayoncase concealer palette. This is for, I think, light to medium skin, and I'm using this salmon shade in there, and I am putting that in the areas where I have dark circles. I've been noticing lately when I am doing my concealer that my dark circles are showing like a lot more. I'm sure that's because of lack of sleep, but it's cool. That's what color correcting is for. And then I'm also putting it around my mouth as well, because I ain't gonna lie, I be having a little peach fuzz or whatever. So because I do get rid of it, you know, it has that little cast and whatnot. So yeah, I go ahead and I do that just so that it's camouflaged, and when I go ahead and apply my foundation and concealer and all that stuff, it doesn't look crazy. So I just take a little sponge, and this sponge is from Beauty Bakery. Sponges are absolutely amazing, and I am pretty much just blending it out. And then I'm gonna go with foundation. Now I'm not gonna lie, I did put a little bit too much. I got carried away. So I used the ABH foundation sticks in the shade Cool Beige and Golden. These two mixed together gives me my perfect shade, because golden is a little bit too yellow, but cool beige is actually like a cool neutral undertone. Now I did put a little bit too much of cool beige. I should have put more golden and then a little bit of cool beige, but whatever, we made it work. And as you guys see, I went ham with this foundation. I didn't think I put too much, but once I blended it out, I was like, damn, I really did put a lot. I love a beige foundation sticks just because it gives more of a natural finish. It keeps the skin looking very dewy, which I absolutely love. It's very lightweight as well. If you do have oily skin, I highly recommend to prime your skin accordingly. So mattifying primer and all that stuff, and make sure you powder as well, because this foundation is a good foundation, but for oily skin it will break up and separate. So I will highly recommend this for those who have like dry and normal skin types. So I'm taking a beige foundation stick again, and I am using the shade Chestnut, and I love this shade to contour because it gives like the right amount of warmth back into the skin. And then for the concealer that I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand. And as you guys see, that it is yellow. I did use this one just because it will help neutralize the color correcting shade. That way I didn't have to go back in with like a concealer and then a highlighting concealer. So you guys get my drift. And as you guys see, I blended it out and it looks amazing. So right now I'm blending out the contour. I love this. It just blends out so good, like you guys, it really does. And I'm using the Jeffree Star brush right there. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the loose powder, and this is in the shade light medium. I think that's the shade. And I'm first going to just tap out the under eye, make sure all the creases are gone, and I'm using a brush to do so. And then I'm gonna go in very lightly underneath underneath the under eye. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk right now. Underneath the under eye, very lightly with the brush first, and then later on I go in with another like loose setting powder. I don't even think I showed it, but I end up later on doing that. So I think right here I'm taking my jcatbeauty Aqua Surance foundation powder. Yes, I am, and that is in the shade Natural. So this is gonna help definitely balance out, bring a little bit more of that natural light tan shade that I am right now. So I did that to set the rest of my base. My goodness, I can't talk right now. Set the rest of my base or whatever, just so the foundation does not move when I am doing the rest of my face. So I'm gonna bronze up the skin now, and I'm taking two bronzers. So the first one that I'm gonna go in with is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronzer. And in the pan, like looking at it, it looks really light, but you guys are gonna see, like, look, it's not light at all. It's actually a really nice shade. I remember when I first got it, I was like, what the hell, this is too light, this is not gonna match me whatsoever, but it actually does. It's a really nice shade. So yeah, I'm using that, and then I'm gonna go in with the Hoola bronzer. The Hoola bronzer is a little bit deeper, so I go in with that to contour the face. You know, chisel out the cheeks a little bit, make them a nice cut and whatnot. I love a chiseled cheekbone, so that's what I'm gonna do here. Alright, so now it's blush. I am taking a OG. This is the Honeymoon palette from Cosmetics. I have a coupon code with them, you guys, so if you want, you can use them. It's a Rose V MUA, and you get, I believe it's what, 20% off, 30% off, I don't know, I'll leave it down below for you guys. I completely forgot. And it is an affiliate code, so I do get commission. I get a small percentage of commission, but it's a win-win for you guys because you get a nice little discount, and then I get a little bit commission. So right now I'm highlighting, and I'm using the e.l.f. highlighter. I don't know what this highlighter is called, but I know the shade is rose gold. Super pretty, but it wasn't blinding enough for me, so you guys are gonna see I went in with the sleek Solstice highlighting palette, and that definitely helped bring that bling blinding into the cheekbones. Okay, you guys are gonna see right now. It's not playing. Look at that. Damn, it just intensified to like the 100th power. I love this highlighting powder so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the lips, and then I use a Mudslide lip liner from Cosmetics. These lip liners are legit, no lie you guys, one of my favorite formulas in lip liners. NYX Cosmetics suede lip liners are another absolute fave. Those are the only two that I actually purchase on a consistent basis. So for the lip, I am using, again, Cosmetics. This is a collaboration that they did with Lyrica Anderson, and they did glosses, and I was the shade Passion. So that's pretty much it. I talk your ears to death. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so happy to be back, and I'll see you guys in the next one.